Hi guys, it's Heather. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. So a lot of you may be stuck in a place right now where maybe you have no sales. Maybe you're getting a few sales a day and you seem to be plateauing and you just can't get out of that plateau. You can't increase your sales. You can't get consistent sales. And hopefully this video today will help those of you who are looking to get maybe your first sale on Etsy, maybe a few sales a day, and kind of scale up your store to hopefully one day over 4 figures, maybe then over 5 figures, and then 6 figures on. So today we're gonna go over a few methods on how you guys can do that. Stick around for more. So a lot of new Etsy stores go onto Etsy, and I've seen this a lot with previous clients I've worked with and students. Is one of the main issues is they're using only Etsy as their organic traffic source when they could go to social media and get traffic from multiple different types of traffic sources outside of Etsy. So one of the ways to scale your Etsy store is simply by increasing your amount of followers and creating posts and different type of content that you can post onto social media with. So I have a separate video on how to 3x your traffic to your Etsy store. I would highly consider watching that. But the first method of scaling is really just increasing traffic to your Etsy store. Etsy actually has an average of a 1 to 3% conversion rate. So for those of you who don't know what conversion rate is the percentage of people who are actually purchasing your item divided by the amount of people who viewed that item prior to someone purchasing that. So for example, if you have 100 people look at your store and only 1 or 2 customers actually buy, then your conversion rate would be 1 to 2%. So with that being said, if you increase your traffic to your Etsy store, let's say you get 1,000 people viewing your Etsy store a day just by increasing your follower count on Instagram, or you get a lot of viral posts on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, wherever you have your business at, then let's say you get 1,000 people viewing. That means if you have a conversion rate of 2%, you're going to get 20 sales every day if you're able to keep up that content and keep getting a consistent flow of traffic. And what's really nice about Etsy is if you bring traffic in from outside sources, Etsy will in turn reward you and boost you more in the Etsy algorithm, and you'll get Etsy's own traffic as well, which is a really huge plus of being on Etsy. And that's why I always say to start with Etsy as well, because you can get a lot of free organic traffic through Etsy alone, since they do have their built-in traffic source. So guys, the second way that you can scale your store is simply by creating more listings on Etsy. And I know this is for some people a no-brainer. It's kind of like, okay, Heather, we probably already knew that, but thanks for saying that. But if you may have had an inkling of that's one of the ways you can scale on Etsy, you are completely correct. Essentially, the more listings that you have on Etsy, the greater the audience that you will have at the end of the day on Etsy. And this is how you're going to drive a lot of organic traffic to your store, is just by having multiple listings across various niches. And you can really scale an Etsy store, especially if you're uploading maybe 10 new listings a week. I think that would really help your store scale over time. And it's a really easy way to scale that people don't realize they can do, because again, you're tapping into Etsy's own organic traffic to your store, and over time that's going to show the Etsy algorithm that your store is really great, and it will even boost you further on the search and everywhere else. So besides that, guys, if you were to combine both methods, and if you were to use social media and then also increase your listing volume on Etsy, you will see very fast growth and very quick scaling in the Etsy algorithm. And I know it sounds so simple, and there's way more to the story, because you have to factor in your conversion rate, your listing quality, the SEO, your item itself, your reviews. There's a lot more that goes into it. But if you use social media and you create more listings over time, you're going to eventually see a sale, and then you're going to see more consistent sales if you also stay consistent in posting new listings and posting content on social media for your Etsy business. I did want to pause and say that as you guys can see in this video, I didn't mention ads at all. And to be quite honest, I've mentioned this in a past video, are Etsy ads worth it? And then also I tried $5 Etsy ads for 30 days. You guys can view as well after this video. But wait, before you click off this video, I do want to say that generally you can scale an Etsy store quite easily without paying for traffic and without paying to scale. And generally that's what you want to do when you have a new Etsy store, is you do not want to pay for ads. You want to do everything organically for as long as you can. And even for my 6-figure Etsy and print on demand store, I don't pay for ads. And I tell other people to not pay for ads unless you have a really high profit margin item that's just not gaining visibility and you think it's really gonna sell. But guys, at the end of the day, you can still have a high organic traffic Etsy store without paying for ads. And that's the beauty of Etsy. That's why I love going on to Etsy and teaching about Etsy with print on demand, especially because you can really grow a store and take it to 5 to 6 figures quite easily without paying for ads. And again, in this video, I went over those 2 simple ways, and it's really that simple, guys. A lot of people want to make it seem like it's more complicated, and there's certain factors that go into it again, but these are the 2 steps on how you can scale. With that being said, I did want to say that generally, if you're trying to scale an Etsy store to, let's say, 5 or 6 figures, it does take time. And a lot of people want to have that overnight success, especially with Etsy. A lot of people think that, oh, once I post a listing on Etsy, I'm going to get sales right away. And unfortunately, that's not the case unless you're showing your listings to your coworkers or friends and family and they end up buying. But a lot of the times, people aren't that lucky, and you won't get a sale for the first month or 2, and then you'll eventually get a sale, and then other sales will come in. That's what's happened to my store as far as my experience goes, but I've seen it happen to a lot of other stores as well. And generally, the average time to scale a store can take 3 to 6 months until you start seeing those consistent sales coming in. Again, if you're being consistent with posting listings on Etsy and creating a social media account and making content for that social media account to get your own traffic source to your Etsy store. With that being said, I actually do have a specific training on Etsy and print on demand. If anyone's interested in that, it's a free live training, and if I'm not running it live, it is an on-demand type of training. So if you guys are interested in watching that and joining my training, definitely click on the link in the description. I do also have an Etsy and print on demand crash course. If you guys want to start a print on demand store with Etsy today, I would highly recommend that. It has a lot of content and gives you all the knowledge you need to start an Etsy and print on demand store. I have step-by-step walkthrough tutorials in that crash course as well. So besides that, guys, don't forget to stick around for my blooper reel, because y'all know I always have bloopers, and I will see you guys in the next video here. Today, hopefully, we will go conversion rate, meaning that conversion rate means that someone, let's say you have high traffic, organic, I said that wrong again. Unless you're